Okay, so first of all, we should introduce to each other. Okay, so first of all, you do start, sir.
Yes, yes, why not? My name is Seekhen. I am from UP, India, and if I talk about my hobbies, I like playing badminton, reading English books, and talking to the people. And if I talk about my education, I am postgraduate in English and I have learned British and American English from foreign teachers. It is my brief introduction.
Okay, it's so nice, sir. I'm very happy. To your brief introduction is so electrifying. So let me also introduce myself. So this is MD Aliza talking to you from Bihar. And if you will talk about my qualification, so I have done my engineering from Haryana. Currently, as a teacher, I'm doing job in over here in my district. On the other hand, I'm running my own institute in the evening times in my district. So that's all about me, sir.
Okay, that's great. So, what do you like? What is your favorite game, or what do you like to do in free time?
In free time, generally whenever I get chance, leisure time, so I definitely jump to this application and I try to connect with the people. I just share all the information which is I'm gathering, from the book and the people. So I'm very happy to get such a wonderful application.
Yeah, yeah, of course. So, do you still read the books?
Yeah, absolutely, sir. I have so many books, yes, and whenever I get time, right now, I have a book in Lakshmi Kant, Indian Polity, for the
Oh
last,
God, yeah, yeah. Even I
yeah,
have read that book. Yeah, that's great.
yeah. So I just, read it about the state and center, the relation between the jurisdictions, all the things. So I'm
Yeah, yeah,
very,
yeah. Are you preparing for UPSC?
my God. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I'm just preparing. I like to read because Indian about India and all the thing rule and regulation about the constitution. It's really make me very happy. But I'm not a background of social history student. I always choose to study science. I qualify all the thing by science. But right now, I don't know what exactly happened to me. I'm just interested to study about the polity, about the economics, about the geography, all this thing.
Okay, okay. So you are
I
just
also
learning this book, right?
you are preparing for UPSC. I think that
No, 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 no. I'm not preparing for UPSC, but as you said that you like reading the books, so in the same way, even I like reading the books.
because I can see behind yourself there is a map, Indian map, world map. So it only possible those who is a really aspirant.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I wanted to know about the entire world, about the situation of all the countries, right?
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
when we have the knowledge of the map, at that time we can understand the international relations very easily.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So let's talk about very basic thing about the local bodies, local government, sir. Would you like to explain about the local government? Then you will give me a chance to speak about.
Yeah, that's right. But it's been a long time since I have not revised these things. I cannot recall everything at the same time.
Hmm.
Like collegial system, federal government, and presidential system of America, Switzerland, France.
Hmm.
I have read all these kind of things, constitution, different kind of constitutions. But this time, since I was busy in my English, that's why I forgot most of the things.
Okay, okay. So let
Yeah,
me put a little bit whatever I know, little bit. Can I explain from the point of view, sir?
yeah, yeah. Actually, it will be good, but I think the topic should be something that is easy for all viewers to watch and understand, because everybody cannot understand the relationship between state and central governments, right?
Yeah,
Executive, judiciary, parliament, parliamentary system. Everybody cannot understand these things.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Nowadays, those who are watching, just they want to, watch the very simple conversation. Just they want to learn
Yeah,
English. This is the actually ideas, they just want to come here. But if we will talk about the, Indian polity, so it's really very difficult for learner, I think, you know.
yeah. They won't
Okay,
be able
so
to learn anything.
yeah, absolutely. So if you have any topic randomly, you can put, sir, we will discuss. It is better for us because always we will, put the same points, so it will not good. Whenever I connect with the people, just talking about introduction and that's about the English only, nothing more than that. So that's why I'm asking to you, please, if you have any, very good topics, so put here.
Which kind of topics would be there? Actually, till now, whenever I talk to someone, at that time we had just casual conversation, day-to-day
Mm.
life, related to our
Mhm.
day-to-day life. So let's have that kind of thing, I think, because people can understand these things easily. Otherwise, if we are going to talk about, science or something else, so all the words are very technical that we will use there.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah. So when did you start your journey of learning this language?
It's really, astonishing to be, when you will hear about my journey in English. To be honest, I started my journey in, ninth class, when I was standard nine. But I was a student of CBSE school. But later, after eighth class, I left the school. I jumped to the Bihar board. Okay, so there was a teacher that who taught me lots of things about rule and regulation, about the tenses. Then I addicted. I started talking. I was not very much confident at point of time, but still I was forcing myself. No, you have to learn. It was like become a patience. Then nowadays the world, which is totally, we are, we have a mobile phone and application, all the thing. Generally I don't talk with the people right now in physically, but in the class whenever I go, I mean, I'm a teachers right now, half time. So I used to go in
Okay.
a, yeah, where I used to speak all the thing. I used to teach basically SST, political science. So all the thing I just try to keep describe in English. So this is the actually thing which is give me a more benefit. And apart from that, I just surrounded by the all this application. I try to connect with the people, new people, learn lots of things. So this is about the journey. I started my journey like by Hello application. Hello application helped me lots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise it is very tough for you to have a good kind of environment of English for speaking, for practicing.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And what about you, sir? Just I want to know about you. When did you start?
Yes,
And till now is going on.
yeah, yeah. In the same way, it happened, as you said, that you started learning this language a long time ago. In the same way, I started it around 6 years ago. So at
Mhm.
that time, I started this language. I was in the village at that time, but right now I'm in the city. So I mean, 6 years ago, when I was there in my village, at that time I thought of learning this language. So I started. I mean, I brought some books, I and after that I read the entire book, all the books of English speaking course.
Mhm.
I did all these things after my 12th class because my first goal was to become the topper of my science academy. So I was the topper. It was my first goal and it was fulfilled. So I thought
Mhm.
now I'm free. Now I can start for my second goal. So my second goal was this, that I have to learn English. So I started this thing, and after that I bought some books. I read all the books, but there was a problem because, especially in the matter of pronunciation, I used
Mhm.
to mispronounce a lot of words there. So somebody told me about this thing that you speak well, and but there is a problem with your pronunciation because sometimes whenever you speak, it can confuse the people in understanding what you want to say actually.
Mhm.
So I was very confused what to do now because in the village it is not possible for taking help from anyone. I was the only one person who was speaking there. So I started searching, and then I came in contact of some foreign teachers from America and England. And after
Mm.
that, the teacher told us about buying, as means all the other students who used to watch the videos. So the teacher told us about buying some dictionaries and books of word label, of worldly accepted, that are read in the entire world. So I bought all the books and dictionaries. The dictionaries were really very thick, I can say, but I did not know how I learned. I mean, read all these dictionaries. They were these very thick dictionaries. Around 2,000 pages were there in a single dictionary, and I read all the words properly, all the words of sentence, and single word, single line, especially pronunciation, because I wanted to improve that. So I read the dictionaries and books, and after that I became this much capable that I could understand not only Indians but even foreigners too, like Americans, Britishers, or Japanese, Chinese, French, or Portuguese, means the people from Portugal,
Mm.
Korean, and
Mm.
Spanish, whosoever speak English around the world. I became this much capable that I could understand every one of them. So yeah, it was my journey, I can tell you. And now I think by reading all these things, I can speak a bit good too.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And the way you describe all the thing, and as you mentioned about the pronunciation, it's really a big matter for those students who especially come from Bihar and UP, because our little bit the tone is like similar. Whenever we talk by Hindi language, also like we try to speak same, I think. And when you talk about the other countries people, yeah, absolutely. When you conduct session by Hello application, so absolutely there will be, you will get across the world so many people. So you will connect with them. They will their tone is totally different. I was also confused. One of the guy from Western countries, he started talking to me. It was my initial state. I was thinking, my God, can I give the answer or not? It was something like bounce my mind. But still I thought, no, I have to counter. I have to give the answer. Somehow I managed, but it take too much time. Like which is about three years I spent over this in Hello application.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, there are some rules according to which, I mean, that foreigners follow while speaking. Like if you want, I can tell you the example of French people.
Hmm.
Do you want to know? French people,
Mm-hmm.
whenever any word starts with H sound, at that time they cannot speak that well because this kind of thing is very tough for them to speak. So what they do, they just remove H sound in the beginning, and after that they speak. So it becomes, if they have to say like uh, "Hello, how are you?" So they will say "Hello, how are you?"
Hmm.
"Hello, how are you?" Like this. And in the same
Yeah.
way, if I talk about Portuguese, the people from Portugal, the correct
Hmm.
pronunciation of this word is Portugal, but we say Portugal. So the people from that country, they also have similar kind of tendency. Similar means in the sense it is different from normal situation. So whenever a word ends with L sound, at that time they cannot speak that properly. So they just change that L sound into a wa sound. So if they have to say call him, so they will,
Hmm.
as we say, call him. So they will say call him and not call him because this
Yeah.
L sound will become wa and then it is, as we say, call. So they will say caw. If they have to say tall, so they will say taw.
Oh my God.
If they have to say shopping mall, so they will say shopping mall and not shopping mall like this.
Yeah, it's really
And
very
in the
much
same way,
different. Hmm.
yeah, if you want to know about Korean and Spanish, German, Japanese, and some of the people, so I can tell you about these things too, but it will take a long time if I'm going to explain all these things.
Yeah.
And after that, Britishers, Americans, how they speak, what kind of rules they follow while speaking English.
Hmm. So,
Right?
uh,
If you want
continue,
to listen, so I can, sorry.
continue. I'm hearing you.
Yeah, if you want to listen some kind of sentences in American English. I mean, how American people speak. So I can tell you about that too. And Britishers, how they speak.
Mhm.
Would you like to know?
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? Carry on, brothers. I'm ready to hear you.
Okay, okay. Like if we have to, if as we normally say, he is getting fatter and fatter day by day. I think you are understanding what I want to say. You are, I mean, he is getting fatter and fatter day by day. So this is the way in which we Indians speak. And Britishers, they will speak, he is getting fatter and fatter day by day. He is getting fatter and fatter day by day. Or they can say in a different way that is, he is getting fatter and fatter day by day. This is the way in which Britishers speak. And Americans will say the same thing in a different way. And it will be, he is getting fatter and fatter day by day. He is getting fatter and fatter day by day, like this.
Oh my God.
Right?
It's really nice.
Is it true or not? Is it true or not?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you watch the video of Donald Trump, the president of the States at this time, or some other people who are from America, they speak in the same way. Because I
Mhm.
have learned all these things from American books. That's what I'm telling you.
Oh, and I think you watch lots of content which is come from America, I think. Do you
No,
mhm.
continue.
Do you watch Donald Trump videos like when they give the speeches or like do you watch his
Yeah,
video?
many times actually, when as I told you that when I came in the contact of that teacher who teaches the heroes and heroines, I mean actors and actresses from different countries. So that teacher recommended us for buying some books. So I bought American book. I mean, there was one book that was, I mean, not only one book, but some books were there, and this American book was also there. So I read all in that book all the rules and regulations of American English was given there, standard American English, how Americans speak, what kind of things they speak, and in which manner they speak. These kind of things were there. And after that, I started practicing, and then I started watching some videos from America. I mean, yeah. So I came to know that yeah, the rules that are given in all these books, these American people speak in the same way according to the rules that are given in the book.
Mm-hmm. It's really
So that's
nice.
how I learned.
Keep continue. Definitely one day because one of my friend, before we were talking, together by Hello application. Right now, nowadays I see to him his pronunciation. I don't know from where he has been changed totally. you know so I thought that somehow, as you mentioned lots of thing about the book and the it might be he has adopted, and he is applying perhaps that's how he is speaking.
Yeah, maybe,
Yeah.
but it does not matter in which manner we are speaking. Whatever accent or whatever way we have adopted for speaking English, that is good. That is the best one. No one says this thing. Even foreigners, the teachers from foreign, even they do not say this thing that your way of speaking is bad. But yeah,
Hmm.
pronunciation should be correct because sometimes
Yeah.
it may create a kind of confusion, right?
Hmm.
That is why, because as we say generally, present, present tense. People say this thing, present tense, right?
Yeah.
But
Oh my God.
no problem. It's okay. Present and present. Present and present. There are two pronunciations of this word. This present, as we say, present tense. So, and present is completely wrong. But present and present, it has two pronunciations. Whenever we have to talk about a noun, I mean present situation, at that time we have to say present, and we have to use it like a verb. At that time we have to say present, present, like this. Present. When
Hmm.
we say present, it means we want to talk about something that is happening at this time right now. So that is present. And if we have to give some kind of gift to someone, as he presented me with a gift. So that is present and not present, like that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really matters. I think we do so many
Because
mistakes.
yeah, it happens. Actually, when I read those things, after that I came to know why we cannot understand these foreigners easily. because they speak according to the correct pronunciation, and we sometimes we make a lot of mistakes. Like there is a country whose name is Russia. I mean Russia. I'm sure you would have heard the name,
Yeah.
right? We say Russia, but the standard pronunciation of this country, I mean this word is Russia and
Yeah.
not Russia. So now you can see the change difference. When I mean we are going to watch some kind of international news related to Russia, I mean this country. At that time, anchors will use the same word, Russia, 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 and we think that he is talking about something else because we know that this is, the name of this country is Russia, right?
Mm. Absolutely. I think so many Indians anchors also, pronounce Russia, Russia. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have
it
heard so
happens.
many. Hmm.
Even the president of Russia. I mean, yeah, Vladimir Putin. I'm sure you have heard his name,
Mhm.
Vladimir Putin. Once he was speaking English, and then I heard this thing from him too. He was saying something like this. I mean, the people of Russia will not accept this thing. The people of Russia will not accept this thing. So he had used this word there, Russia, and same kind of pronunciation is given in standard dictionaries. That is why now there is no not. I mean, I do not have big problems, especially in the matter of understanding foreigners or these kind of things.
Yeah.
Because if
Mhm.
we know something correctly at that time, it's easy for us to talk with someone.
Yeah, I think we are living in India, and basically, those who want to go outside from India, so I think they need to learn very much about. They should focus on their communication, like pronunciation. But if you really want to live in India, and you have to, as you are preparing for civil services, when you become a civil servant, so you will serve the society people. Okay, even you have to speak Hindi as well, because the people who belong from the society who does not know, so I think that language is something like, it's the way to describe your point of view to the public, whether it's Hindi, English, whether you talk about any other language, it's a medium, I think.
Yeah, that is right. I suggesting that pronunciation should be correct, especially if you want to go foreign for doing the job or somewhere else. At that time, all these things should be very important. I mean, should be very clear.
Yeah.
Otherwise, for living in our own country, it's okay. We can speak these things.
Uh-huh. Recently I met one of the guy. He told me about, I'm trying to get a job in VPN, like call center. It's the international call center. So he told me that about pronunciation, as you are talking about. He told me I got rejected many times because of pronunciation. I know everything, but I don't know
Yeah.
how to, you know. So
Now you can see the I mean the importance of pronunciation. This is the main thing, and I have told you only about one or two things. There are many things that we misuse. I mean that we mispronounce in our day-to-day life. That is why
mm,
I'm saying this is that pronunciation is important. Pronunciation is important if you want to get a high post in some kind of good company or in foreign.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, we should also focus as far as possible, because we have to transform ourselves. This is so-called learning, education. If you will not transform, if you will not accept your faults, so you will be same, I think.
Yeah, yeah, it happens. And this time, that person told you that pronunciation is very important. In the
Yeah.
same way, if somebody wants to do some kind of job, at that time it is checked. Grammar is important also, but it is not that much as pronunciation because a lot of mistakes happen because of this thing, misunderstanding, right?
Mhm. You will see so many differences between those who are come from Delhi, and a person who come from UP Bihar. Their pronunciation will be very much different. Whether you talk about English especially, you know the they will easily get job in the, as I said, international call center. You will not get it. It might be you have your word power, vocabulary, everything is very much high, but still because of your pronunciation. Hmm.
Yeah, it is important, really very important. because
Mhm.
everybody wants to be understood clearly. If we can speak
Mhm.
something, like as I told you, that if we have to talk to some foreign person and he knows this thing that this ruse is called Rasha, this is the right pronunciation, and the entire world knows that country by that name, Rasha, Rasha, Rasha. And if we are going to say that this name, Russia, at that time he will think, what kind of country this one is here? I've never heard about this thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
It
it
will
will
be
create a
so.
kind of confusion.
Hmm. Yeah.